Y'all two brothers. I got respect for both of y'all. I like both of y'all. I think y'all both smart dudes. I think y'all make great points. But when it comes to holding these women accountable, y'all been smoking ganja and it's nothing but clouds, smoke in the air, and y'all can't see clear. Y'all got beer goggles on. Are y'all high and drunk? You think that these men who walk down the aisle, Real Dope just got engaged. Real Dope, do you think highly of your woman?
Yeah.
Oh, Marcus, you married. Did you think highly of your woman when you said I do?
Absolutely, but hold on before you go. Yeah, the answer is yes. But you never heard me espousing some of the stuff. It's people that will be married right now tell you how much they dislike their wife, and I think they dislike the pride.
Hold on, Will. I agree with you.
Divorcees. Listen,
Will, I agree with you.
Talking about divorcees.
No, I'm talking about niggas that's married right
spouses
now.
Today.
They don't like their wife.
Listen to what I'm saying. Right, we're talking about divorcees, how they think about their ex-spouses today, and comparing that to how they thought about their ex-spouses when they were saying their nuptials. They didn't have the same thought process that they have today that they had when they was exchanging vows.
I think they did. They just put it to the back. They pushed it to the back.
I agree with Will, right? So for me personally, me and my girl already talked about this, and she know like I'm gonna be the same person, rain, sleet, snow, broke, rich. I'm gonna be the same guy. I'm gonna always take care of you. I'm gonna make sure you good, right? We already talked about that. But her, when we get a prenup, it's to hold her accountable when she's emotional. Because at some point, if we get a divorce, she may be she's not going to be in her right mind, and she knows how she gets when she's a girl. They got the same nature, right? So a prenup is going to be to hold her accountable, not me. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm gonna always do what I got to do. Everything gonna be fair. That's how that works. But women, they use their emotions sometimes. Like a lot of times, they think with their emotions. So in these situations, I think that prenups should be to hold them accountable, so that they don't get like I want everything now and all of a sudden because they want to change.
Will, you saying that these women completely transformed into totally new people?
I don't know what they necessarily do. Some women transform because they're just evil. Some women transform because men put them through hell. Some women I don't know what the reason is. I don't care what the reason is. I'm talking about the overwhelming result. The overwhelming result is when men are no longer with the mother of their children, it becomes exponentially harder for him to be in those kids' lives. I don't give a damn what y'all say. Y'all know that.
I'm not arguing that happens. What I'm saying is, prior to the point where she's holding the kids away from you, you knew that was in her character.
No, you didn't, Marcus.
That's in a lot of women's character.
No, you didn't.
Not character, but like
you didn't necessarily know that.
When you're
telling me men are purposely putting babies into a woman they believe is vindictive.
A lot of men do what Marcus said. A lot of men do ignore red flags, but at the same time, to Will's point, a lot of women will change. I'm not even gonna say change up. You will see another side of a woman that you never saw before. I believe that also.
Yeah, they always start out with the representative.
I believe that's possible, but
and then I know people get triggered by the idea of a man leaving his kids. I think y'all are naive as hell. What can y'all tell me the two things that you can use to break a man? I'm talking about a strong, steadfast, masculine as hell man.
His children, his
financially sound man.
His children, his reputation.
His woman and his children. Reputation is
reputation and children.
The woman in his life and his reputation and his children. You can use them two things to destroy him. Now, if y'all want to sit here and act like, look, most dudes are, I shouldn't say most. I'm pretty sure I probably wouldn't be too far off by saying most. I believe that most dudes who are not the custodial parents, their children will hate them as they later in life. I believe that most men who are not the custodial parent, their children will grow up to hate them. I don't think most dudes who are not the custodial parent are being loved by their children, regardless on what they do for those kids. And for you brothers who may not be in a situation where you're not the custodial parent, I mean, where you are the custodial parent or you're still in the kids' lives, y'all will not know what I'm talking about. I know plenty of men who have their children, their primary custody of their kids. I also know plenty of men who are not primary custody and they do everything for their kids, and their kids hate their guts, and they're good men. Because it doesn't matter. Proximity to something that has disdain for you will rub off on the thing that they're in proximity to. Women who have disdain for their exes, they don't talk about him in a favorable light. The kids get to be constantly inundated by how she views this man. And so it will be better for him to not fight that uphill battle. Y'all can say, oh, fight tooth and nail for your kids, love your kids. It don't matter what you go through. That's because you're not challenged with that task. If you were challenged with that task, then you can speak on it because you would know what it feels like to walk in those shoes. But if you don't know what it feels like to walk in those shoes, you just talking fluff.
Well, we already went down this road. We already went down this road for 2 episodes. Just these last 2 episodes.
I don't know. I ain't been here.
2 episodes in a row. We went down this road.
Y'all should have had me here to talk some sense into y'all then.
And to them.
No, you.
All right.
What you think? You think the man should leave? You think the man should move on with his life, or you think he should keep fighting that woman for kids that eventually would resent him?
What I said was, I think that before a man loses his manhood or loses his masculinity, of course, do what you can to fight for those children. But if it seems like it's gotten to a point where she's trying to castrate you, leave and come back when that kid is an adult. And show him your receipts and explain to him what happened. Okay, and if that kid still hates you at that point, he a bitch ass nigga, and it is what it is.
Okay, real dope. You know what I'm saying? I take back what I say about you, real dope. I told you I like you for a reason.
So again, real dope. I wore your ass out for saying that bullshit last time, and I'm gonna do it again right now because that shit sounds crazy. You can't say that
no more. That's gay these days.
Pause, yo.
Yeah, super pause.
Yeah, look, I'm 50 years old. I don't give a fuck, man.
He don't subscribe to Paul.
Y'all think what y'all want about Hank's old ass. I don't give a shit.
Johnson, he like 56.
Yeah, fuck him. He been in prison getting fucked, so I don't give a shit about him either. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, that sounds crazy. You gonna call your son or your child a bitch ass for you leaving and then just say fuck him. You gonna hold him. You gonna hold that against him. Because you one decided to move on without him.
That's not why he's a
bitch ass nigga.
That's not why he a bitch ass nigga. He said he a bitch ass nigga because he came back at 18, presented him information contrary to what he's been led to believe his entire life. And now,
I need Real Dope to explain this because Real Dope said this shit. I need horse.
I got you.
Now Real Dope got to explain this shit to me.
Okay, cool.
I appreciate you, Will. Much love, my brother. But Real Dope got to explain this bullshit.
If I come to a man, because at that point he's a man, right? I come to a man and I present you with information, receipts, facts, and I tell you, your mother this entire time has been fighting me tooth and nail, and all I've been trying to do is see you and be a part of you and help you become a man. And she's been fighting that, and she pretty much pushed me away from this. And I show you these receipts, and if you still mad at me, you are a bitch ass nigga, and it is what it is. I'm sorry. I wish that I could have been in your life to keep you from being a bitch.